Hello there. I wasn't planning to make another video on this, but predictably there were some somewhat minor mistakes in my last video, so here I am to correct myself with further proof and findings. To be clear, I tested and timed everything in this video multiple times to be certain, and many of these tests will be playing in the background throughout this video. Let's start off with what I forgot to mention in the previous video. Time between the ritual being complete and the first plate becoming active is 15 seconds every single time. Next, let's address what I got wrong. Whilst DPS does start when someone steps on a plate, and the plates do in fact have a limit of 10 seconds for DPS, the first plate can surpass both of these limitations. Provided the Caretaker is far enough away by the time the first plate becomes active, the time it takes him to walk to the obelisk will add additional time on top of the 10 seconds of DPS you were given once he has reached the obelisk. So let's say that it takes him 5 seconds to walk to the obelisk from the moment the plate becomes active. You will have a total of 15 seconds to deal damage to him. You were able to replicate this consistently. Additionally, the second and third plates will last 15 seconds each when idle, meaning that if you don't stand on them, they will remain active for 15 seconds before they deactivate and the next one activates if there is a next one. This means that if at any point you stand on a plate within the first 5 seconds, the 10 seconds timer will start, and once the timer has ended, the plate will deactivate. One thing I forgot to make clear in my previous video was that the 4-second window of bonus damage completely disregards any remaining time you have on your plate. So whether you have 2 seconds or 8 seconds left on your plate, once you hit the threshold, you have 4 seconds to deal as much damage as possible. Finally, the final stand plates are also time limited. Whilst I couldn't confirm if the 15-second idle timer is the same, I would assume it is, as a 10-second DPS timer holds true. So what does this all mean for my optimal strat? In terms of the first plate, I recommend you step onto it immediately and do as much damage as you can whilst preserving your heavy ammo. This way, you get some extra chip damage in whilst conserving ammo. Once the Caretaker reaches the obelisk and stands still, feel free to switch to using your heavy and special for the 10-second DPS period. From there, in terms of the second and third plate, nothing has changed. Get the health bar as close as you can to the threshold on the second plate, using primaries and specials. Then wait for the third plate, and once it activates, step onto it, hit the threshold, then use every super and as much heavy as you can in the 4-second bonus damage window. As you can see from the background footage, even when messing around with testing, we got a fairly comfortable 2-floor using this method. All in all, I suspect this info will be incredibly helpful in a few weeks once the master version of the raid becomes available. That about does it for this video. If you found it helpful or informative, feel free to drop a like, and if you had any thoughts, feel free to comment. Until next time, adios and have a great day.
I'll let you know.
Normal, I guess.
We're not close. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Ooh, we're not close.
You fucking...
You should have rocket everyone was on the move.
Oh my god, we got it.
Go, go, go.
Oh.
I'm gonna put a bubble here the second it ends.
It's over. There you go. Oh,
Let's go.
that was easy. Good stuff.